guess is we don't talk more about the good mother-in-law stories. You hardly see stories of good mother-in-law online. Am I lying?
Of course not. I think
You hardly see good mother-in-law stories online.
Yeah.
We are always hearing the bad ones, the wicked ones, the ones
wicked,
that they try to.
mother-in-laws are always wicked.
But that doesn't mean that there are no good mother-in-laws.
Yes, but we don't hear
There
those
are-
stories
There are
online.
good mother-in-laws. Yeah.
There are.
Mine. That was what I feel. That was what went through her mind. Good people of Nigeria, we are here again with another episode. I'm here with our delectable Miss Patience.
Hi
Give some
everyone.
noise.
Good to be here today.
Yeah, and he has always been one of us. He has always been part of us. But today you're going to be hearing his voice. He's no other than our DOP, Uncle Josh.
We're gonna leave that in. Please, can we continue?
Uncle Josh, shut it. So we're going to be talking about a topic which let me play this video first so that we would see, we'll know what we are talking about and we understand where we are heading to.
Please, where's your mom?
Where is his what?
His mom.
Your mom? Yeah, she's at home.
She's at home?
Yeah. Where would she be before? Are you planning? Do you want her to die? Sure. But you don't want my mom to be in the picture? No, wait, hold on. Where's your mom? What happened to the mom?
Nothing actually. It's a
How does
turn
it
up
relate
for me.
to relationship?
Well, normally, I don't like all those mother-in-laws, trouble and all that.
Okay.
Like, seriously, I've heard from most of my friends that mother-in-laws are troublesome, different
mother-in-laws,
stories, so I don't want it for myself. Don't be offended, please.
You don't want that drama for yourself?
Yeah, I don't
What
want
about your
that.
mom?
I love my mom, you know. No woman can be like my mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can handle your mom, but you're not able to handle another person's
No,
mom.
I can't handle.
What do you think was the reason why she popped her balloon?
I think it's the whole mother-in-law drama which she tried to talk about. But it still doesn't make sense. Will you want another person's mother to be dead and yours is alive? Because she was asked, is your mom alive? She said yes. And she loves her mom. She's the best, whatever. So in the case that she has a brother now, so let another woman be praying that her mom mother.
Well, you see, exactly. So I don't know why. I get maybe based on people's stories and experiences. Did they talk say, they have.
But if you notice the story was, she said it was people's story, not her story.
Her own
She has never experienced
She
it.
has not experienced it. And why is she now basing it on, like, why is she now having that, conclusion or that idea or ideal, let's say idea, because of, say, this person is having an issue with experience with the mother-in-law and stuff.
I guess is we don't talk more about the good mother-in-law stories. You hardly see stories of good mother-in-law online. Am I lying?
Of course not.
You hardly see good mother-in-law stories online.
Yeah.
We are always hearing the bad ones, the wicked ones, the ones that they try to.
Mother-in-laws are always wicked.
But that doesn't mean that there are no good mother-in-laws.
Yes, but we don't hear those stories online.
There are good mother-in-laws. Yeah.
There are. I'm not disputing that fact.
Yes.
But we don't get those stories. And it's always the bad stories that are making the trend. It's always the bad people the bad stories that are popular.
You know this thing they say, bad things flies more than good news.
Exactly.
Actually.
Blessed Nigerians, we always like to concentrate we always like to fly that bad ones. It's as if we live for the bad, you understand? So because of movies, most movies I've seen or I've come in contact with, Nigerian movies, they always portray, especially the
Bad
mother-in-law.
mother-in-law.
What's her name? Patience.
Mama G.
Mama G. She's like say they always play that bad
woman, wicked.
wicked mother-in-law. Well. So I think that's what the mindset those ladies they always get, and which is really bad.
But another thing, if you also check, we are actually looking at just one side.
Yeah.
If we also check from her own perspective, this is two ways. It goes two ways. You have heard plenty stories about people. You yourself, you won't want to experience
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you also blame her, you also don't blame her because she doesn't. She have heard other people's story,
Mm.
other people's mother-in-law, and how wicked they are.
Mm.
Now the truth is that if you hear that somebody they are killing somebody at this junction, will you go there?
No,
Yeah, I'm
now.
not experienced, but not go there.
Obviously.
So okay,
That's the
but
thing.
I want to ask this: when is it okay to be cautious of your mother-in-law's relationship? When is it okay to be cautious of that relationship with your mother-in-law? Because they said, I don't know. If, I wanted to add this, that familiarity breeds content.
Yes, yes,
Familiarity breeds content. So,
agree with that.
to what at what level? Because it is, we have asserted that it is very wrong to be wishing or to be praying or to be wanting to the person you want to end up with, or you want to marry, you want to be with, you want to have a relationship with, to not have his mother in the picture. You understand? We have established that fact, right?
Yes, yes.
So, like, it's very wrong because you wouldn't want yourself to, you don't want your own mother or somebody else to wish the same thing to
Yeah.
your own mother. You get? So, but when is, because they have to put, there has to be
A balance.
a balance. So when is it okay to be cautious of your mother-in-law's relationship?
Well, if I'm being honest, there are different perspectives to different scenarios and different people.
Mm.
And I will blame it all to like your upbringing.
Yes.
Now, if in the scenario that you have a good relationship with your mother when you were growing up,
Yes.
and you see your mom had a good relationship with your grandma, her mother-in-law,
Yeah, mother-in-law,
you
yes.
would look forward to having that kind of a relationship
Yes.
when you get married. And you will not have a problem whether your mother-in-law is staying with you because already you don't have, your mind is not polluted with the mother-in-law drama.
Yeah.
But in the case you have heard, and there's something about the power of hearing, because you feel people's pain
Yeah.
from the way they express their pain. And honestly, you will not, that's where you get people talking about. She made it clear that it's because of what she has been hearing. What she has been hearing has given her PTSD on top of another person's trauma.
And
She's
wahala.
you don't say her
On
now.
her own.
Now, in her own case, she doesn't even want the mother-in-law at all in the picture. There are people that would prefer the mother-in-law around, but with distance. They want that distance. They want that we miss you. If the mother-in-law is coming, she's just coming for a short period of time.
Yeah.
And I realized that some people, they react to people's action. Like, I don't know how to balance
People's
this.
story, no?
Yes, people's story. So now, in this her case, let's imagine that, okay, love and everything, she finally gets married and a good mother-in-law is in the picture. She will frustrate that woman because
Definitely, that was
she
where
has the mindset of all mother-in-laws are wicked.
Yes.
So she will frustrate that woman. And then in the case that you know that the mother-in-laws are good and good, you will come with a good heart already. Once one, you will be armed in advance that, okay, you aura for aura. If the woman probably just sneeze when you pass, you will just have it in the back of your mind that tomorrow you will know it.
There's this I don't know, there's this, okay, let me ask you this question. Would you go like, when you get married, would you like, or would you have an issue with your mother-in-law living in the same space with you?
I see how you're trying to. Oh, Jesus.
Because I know he's watching, so I want him to know. If he, like, maybe if you don't get the listen to the opportunity to ask that one, make an answer for him. So
okay, Jesus.
Yeah.
I will answer obviously. So honestly, I am trying with my relationship with the female gender, especially elderly female gender. I will love to have a mother in the picture.
Yes.
I will love the mother-in-law figure in the picture, but not staying together. I want to visit my mother-in-law and have all those special treatments. I want when my mother-in-law is coming to visit, I have all those planned routine. If my mother-in-law come, we'll go here, we'll do this. But not staying together. And if it's going to be staying together, like a temporary kind of staying together, not permanent staying together that I will not miss her.
Yes,
I want to miss her.
Yeah.
I want to call her to gossip my husband. You get?
In a situation whereby your mother-in-law, God forbid, she's not too, she needs someone that will stay with her.
Yes. She has to be close.
She has to be close. Do you think it's something that you can do? Understanding that this can also be your mother.
She's my mother at that time now. Mother-in-law. She has born the bridge. So she's now mother. Okay, I think it will start with the kind of relationship I have with her. So I'll be able to answer that better. The kind of relationship I have with her. of which I plan to have a good relationship, at
Yeah,
least
yeah.
for a productive years of my life. There's no mother in the picture. So I want to
You want to
redeem
have
those
that,
years
yeah.
with my mother-in-law. So in the case of health condition that I'll have to look after her, right? This is not a because of camera answer.
Mm.
I will love to. I will love to, at least before my mom passed away. She had that health condition, and I would bathe her and take care of her, massage her feet and everything. So I would love to do that for my mother-in-law. But I'm also praying that, because elderly people and sickness, they nag a lot. Your mother or not your mother, there is that nagging, there is that attitude. And I also pray I have an understanding husband, that in the case of anything, I have a shoulder to cry on. And it is not the case that your mother is making me go through a lot, and probably she has a lot of expectations,
Yes.
and you're not being understanding.
Yes.
Then at that point, I feel like I am in whatever, like I'm in a cage.
Yes. So okay. Here's this. So I want to paint a scenario first so that you understand this next question I want to ask you. So when does it cross into toxic territory? I explain by giving this scenario. So my uncle, my uncle was the only living son after my dad died and every other man in the family had passed on. You understand? So it was just my uncle that was around. So then my grandmother, that's his mother, had to be brought because her husband died, my grandfather died. So she had to be moved closer. So he had to make an accommodation available, like a flat available close to just very few steps away. You understand? So he would, when he gets back, this is where the problem came from. So when he would go to work and now return back, he comes back around 6 o'clock. So once he comes back that evening, he would go and see his mom first. When he goes to see his mom, he will sit with his mom and he will stay there till, let's say, around 8:39. That will be the time she would now have to go to bed, and he will pray with her before he comes back to his own house. And in the process, mothers now, at some point, even though she doesn't really give him food every time, because she knows that he will eat he eats at his plate,
Yeah.
at his own house. She will still once in a while give him something. And when he gets back to the house, he will not be able to now eat the one the wife had prepared.
Wow.
And now caused a problem. So where or when does it cross to toxic territory? You understand?
I guess it's the part that is talked about understanding husband and the bridge in communication.
Yeah.
If God gives me an understanding wife at that point, then glory be to God. But at that point, even if I was the wife, I guess I would be jealous that you are no longer giving me attention and your mom is the priority.
Exactly.
So there should be a place of communication between both of them. By the way, why is he the only person going to the mom's place when your wife is at home all day?
Yeah.
So your wife you can come back, say hi to your wife, and then you guys can come over, both of you, come over to your mom's place together.
Okay.
She's not our mother. But in the case that he's the one that is constantly doing it, even if I was the mother-in-law.
You said she's in the house
Yes.
with the mother-in-law. You understand? So she sees the mother-in-law constantly. So she doesn't need to go and see her mother-in-law again. You get? So he is the one, he comes back from work. He doesn't need to go and meet her and say, come now, we could go see grandma again. He will now go and see his mother.
And stay the whole productive time.
Yes.
So you're coming from work that I've not seen you from like 7 a.m. You're not coming to stay with your mother till 9.
But he's coming to stay with you. He sleeps with you.
Yes, now. So you're literally just sharing bed with me. But not spending.
Another thing is that he's actually wrong because why I'm saying that I'm going to use
you're prioritizing your mother to your wife.
Because the Bible said a time where a man will leave his house and go to
He's now one with his wife. Yes.
That means The truth is that you don't have that relationship. Even if you had a relationship, it's going to be minimized because you now have a second person that is
Yes.
attached to you.
Yes.
And he's not spending productive time with his wife because that 9 that you are back to the house,
Yes.
you are spending a minimum of, in short, 9 o'clock. Some people are asleep already. And so 9 o'clock, you are just coming and you're not now eating my food sometimes.
Yes.
And then you are not spending a productive time with me. And you come back from stress from work. So that means you're just coming to come and freshen up and sleep. And the next morning, the routine continues. That's what's going on. So I think if there's a balance of the mother can also come to their parlor. They can all have the conversation together.
She's advanced in age, so advanced that she can really move from one place to another.
There should be a balance and an understanding. What's the husband saying? And people say communication is everything.
Yes.
But communication is useless when both parties don't come to disagree to agree on the matter. Now, let me use this scenario, right? My dad shielded my mom from any in-law dramas. My mom would tell me before she died that from wedding, after wedding, you know how they were staying in the city and people from the village, they will come and say, I let her come and see Yawa and everything. And they will now come and be doing all those monitoring. My dad caught warning. He even went to the village one time. No one should dare come to his house without him inviting them. He caught that warning, including his mother.
Are you serious?
Yes. So all our years of growing up, I can count sometimes I've seen my grandma because
I tell you.
because if my grandma comes, my grandma cannot stay in her house past 2 weeks. Just apart. And he will give her, and it's like once a year kind of thing, no? She comes and stay like 2 weeks. There was a time that she was sick, and that time my mom was also ill. And my dad was overwhelmed. In short, there was everybody was overwhelmed with everything. And she came, and you know how you are now dependent on, like, okay, your daughter-in-law will provide this, and they have to give you what you will eat and everything. And you know how city life is. My dad sent his mother back. Let her come and go. That he will call one of his her grandchildren to come and stay with her, feed her. He will pay that person. He keep her on a monthly salary. Let her shall not come and be a burden to his house. Let her not come and stress his wife.
That's he actually
created that boundary.
He puts a balance to it, like
yes,
know your place. This person, this is how you act. This is my own family. This is my own family. You understand? This is our extended family. This is my own family. You understand? Because your family is dependent on you. You understand? How you treat your family is how others will treat you. Even in your own family.
So the stand of the husband is very important. Because of that, even people from my dad's family respected my mom. And they were overdoing. And funny enough, when they come, my mom always tries to give them gifts, give them the extra, even if it is not available. Just so that they will not go and make it look like, we come this my house, the wife do us like this. So my dad will be the one to make, and it's not like she instigated it though, but he doesn't even want it to get to the point that she gets so overwhelmed and they begin to have issues. And like you said from beginning, familiarity just kind of breeds disrespect.
Yes.
So he created that boundary. If you are coming to our house, welcome and we miss you. 2 weeks is too much.
You get
2 weeks is too much. Come and be going back.
That is ideal. I swear that is ideal. That is why the importance of setting boundaries cannot be stressed enough.
And it comes from the man.
Yes. And that's the difference. This is your story now. I'm now understanding the difference between a mama's boy and a family man.
Yes.
Not just a man, no, a family man. A family that's a family man, because he understands that his family's, his immediate family's happiness is very important.
And he senses it ahead of time.
And because of the reason because of what he did, his actions of making sure that everybody understand that if you do like this, if you shift, if you move past what you're supposed to do, say you go get a backlash. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is very wonderful, very, very wonderful. Based on this issue and these problems, not maybe shifting towards the ones that are mama's boys. You understand? And although there are people that are not really mama's boys, but like they don't want to antagonize their mother, or they don't want it to be as if they are siding the side of their mothers, or backing or siding their own wife. So they don't want to be in that kind of situation. So, is it fair to judge a man for something out of his control?
How is this not out of his control?
Just like I said, eh? He doesn't want to be in a situation whereby the wife will say, you don't you're siding your mother. You're siding your mother. This. Then the mother is now feeling that the boy is taking the side of the
Of his
mother.
wife.
And you know how African women can be, an African mindset can be. At the point where you did some certain things and your mother has started having this feeling that my son is siding this girl. Oh. It be like say it's like this girl is telling my husband my son something. It's like she's brainwashing my son.
Yeah.
It's like she has
As
used
they normally
juju
say.
on my son, as they normally say. You understand? He's using.
Abi she has bewitched.
Yeah, she has bewitched my son. She has taken his name to somewhere, and he's now doing this thing because I know it was a point where something like that happened at in my extended family, but my uncle found a way to balance it. So in this scenario now, when this is the situation, when this is the story, so how is it fair? Not how, sorry. Is it now fair to judge a man, to judge your husband on something out of his control, this situation that is now out of his control? How do you judge it?
Okay. Sorry to say,
Do
but
you
I don't
understand
think
it?
it's out of his control.
I also agree with her because
I
there's
don't
nothing
think
like that.
it's
He's
his.
the man of the house. He
Yeah.
has to take boundaries. I don't
Mm.
believe that it's out of his control.
Mm.
You understand? I don't believe that because he's the man of the house. Anything he says stands. No
Yeah.
matter who the person is.
Yeah, I get it.
Now, he needs to make his mother understand that.
Mm.
Mommy, I'm a man again. Sorry, I'm speaking in
No, it's about it. Yeah.
I know that me and you we have stayed for more than 30 years or how long
Forever.
the man has been.
Mm.
But mommy, this is my wife.
Yes.
Eh?
Mm.
Let's know how you just find a way to balance. The truth is that if it's a reasonable mother,
Mm.
the woman
Yeah.
will understand.
Yes.
If it's a reasonable mother, let's say the woman,
She understand those boundaries. She has been a wife before.
yes.
Mm.
If it's a reasonable mother, she will understand.
Okay.
She will okay. We're going to come on.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have actually seen some videos where maybe a kind of the grandmother is with is with the children and the wife, and the man is on the side. The mother said, "Go."
They go, okay. I've seen it. But okay, this girl now, this video we just saw now.
Yes.
This girl eventually marries. She gets married to the guy that the mother is not in
Alive.
the picture. She's not
Yeah.
alive. You understand? Then she becomes a mother also, and becomes a mother-in-law, meaning that her son has gotten married, right? And the son is married and she's still alive. So, based on what you just said now,
Yes.
you said you agreed and you said that she has been a mother,
A wife before.
So, in this scenario where the husband, the mother-in-law, the mother-in-law is not in the picture, and she's now this thing, and she didn't experience that thing.
Yeah.
So what would now be her own excuse?
She will just stay away. Since she didn't want mother-in-law before now, so she doesn't even know what it means like to be a mother-in-law. It's far to stay away.
Okay, you will stay away.
I shall not stay away. I intend to plan
You see that?
because I'm not part of the I don't want mother-in-law gang now.
No,
but actually, if I become a mother-in-law today,
yes,
I will want to give that boundary that I expect as a wife.
Yeah.
So I want to give my sons and their wives that boundary. And I want to shower them with that love that I'm expecting right now from a mother-in-law. Yes, I don't have the experience yet. But mother-in-law, hey, we have a lot of catching up to do. A lot. So, and I also want.
Okay, no, I want you to remove this. You remember I said the question is it fair to now judge the man for something out of his control?
If I'm the mother-in-law.
Wait. Then forgetting, you have your own principles and ethics You understand? You have your ethics, you have your principles, which is good. You know yourself. Then putting yourself in her shoes, where she doesn't have a mother-in-law. Then fast forward to the point where she gets her son gets married, and she is now in the picture, and her son has a wife, and the wife is now, having issues when the son goes up, or like goes to some extent to make his mother comfortable, make you comfortable. So, and your daughter-in-law now has a problem with it. And you're not going to meet your son and say, what are you saying about this? Can't you put your wife to her place? You understand? So is it fair now to judge the man when
He sides his wife? Okay. That's a very hard question because we're talking future and very, very long time.
Yes.
So I don't think I would blame my son if he side his wife, because I guess I was once in that position.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also want to be understood.
Yes.
In the case of I am the one that just needs attention or something.
Yeah.
I guess at that age, old people are lonely, and then I would be very lonely.
Yeah.
So I would need that company once in a while, but I don't think I would want to intrude into my son's future and his life and make myself a priority.
Yeah.
When even the Bible say, a man shall leave his what? Father and mother and
sorry.
become one. So
Yes.
she's now one with him.
Yes.
I don't think I want to intrude into their privacy. And in case of circumstances, probably health-wise, like we were talking about earlier and everything. Well, we don't have such in Nigeria where you see all those elderly people's home that you just leave them there and they are trained people to take care of them.
Yes.
But me, I for no mind that situation because I don't want to be tagged as the wicked mother-in-law.
Exactly.
And then when I die, people will not be singing praise songs somewhere. So if that attention cannot be given to me, and then there is this thing that people even do, that they would get somebody to stay with you and they'll be paying that person. If it is the attention, now you now have somebody to take care of you. And pending the time that I am called to glory or everything.
Okay.
And I don't intend to have only one child. So if I have 5 children, I don't pray to have 5 sha. But let's imagine I have 3 children. If I go to this person's house, stay a while, go to this one, stay a while, go to this one, then I will not go to my house. I don't intend to even be alone. Me and my husband will be staying together.
I think you're the first person I hear from that you want to have more than 3 kids.
No, 3. I'm just using. I use 5 to example. I use 5. I say for example. I say God beg you. No, 3.
It go happen.
I beg.
You will have 5.
I beg.
If possible, self one go, 3 will come out. One go.
You know that funny thing is, I want to have the 3 one time. That's me and God have already planned that thing.
Okay.
And let this be held against me in future. 3 triplets at the same time. Chakam. I don't want to go to labor room pass one.
Nice one. So, my family, my people, we have come to a wrap. I think we have really talked about this a great deal. We have really pulled it to an extent. So, you can come to the comment section. What's your
take?
opinion? Share your personal opinion.
What's your view about
your experience?
So
was the lady right to pop that balloon, or was she reacting based on a bias ideology or bias mindset? So thank you all for being here with us. It's a wrap. Thank you and God bless.
God bless. Bye.